All right, are we ready?
Yes.
Maya? Okay.
I'm here.
Okay. In 5, 4, 3, 2.
Oh my God, you made it. It's another episode of We Did That Shit.
I'm Maya.
And I'm Bibbi.
Hey.
Hey, Maya.
Hey.
This will be...
What are you laughing at?
Because we're together. You was right on it. I'm Maya.
Yeah, because we're in the same location. For those of you out there in podcast land who don't know, we record from 2 separate locations. But now, for the first time, we are together.
We're in town on a day that we record. We're in the same town. So we're busting it up right now together. This is going to be fun.
Right.
She can't punch me through the phone.
Look, how was your week?
My week wasn't shit. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, I thank God for every day, every breath, But
right.
I just got a lot going on, and it's just like, yeah, I'm glad this week is over.
Mm-hmm.
How was your week?
My week wasn't shit either. It wasn't. My mom was in the hospital.
Yeah.
And so that really was stressful. But she's home now and on the mend. And we, praise God for that. But It was very stressful. So that made my week not be shit. It was in the basement.
Yeah, it was stressful for you and me because, that's my dog. I had to get up there.
Right.
So, but, we going to claim
victory.
That's right. She's all right. And next week, it's going to be a better week.
Yep.
Oh, well. So, what are we getting into this week?
This week, we are getting into, it's spring. Spring has finally sprung, and the side chicks want to blossom. The 10 biggest lies side chicks are living.
Oh, my goodness. Yes. These side chicks is on the loose this spring. Mm-hmm. I mean, they was cuffing all winter, but now they want to be out.
Uh-huh. And we going to get into it.
I mean, I've never been a side chick that I know of, but I do know a lot of them.
Well,
and they all right with it.
Listen, I don't want to put my business all out on podcast Front Street, but I've been the side woman, but I've had a side man in that.
Yeah,
too.
That's not the same.
Yeah,
that's
it was same. Like situational.
Y'all was situational. Y'all wasn't siding.
I guess you're right.
It was like a double situation. You wasn't living these lies.
No.
Y'all wasn't living these lies.
I was living the truth.
Right. So, I guess we'll get into that. So before we delve into it, who did some shit this week?
Well, what about Ben Carson?
First of all, I don't like to talk about nothing politics. And especially Ben Carson's goofy self, like you running for president, lost. And then the president offers you a position and you gonna say
like a dumbass.
Right, but first he said, I don't have no experience. Bitch, you ain't had no experience for being president.
Right.
Like, what?
You're a doctor.
So, just off the jump, he irks me.
Right.
And then he irks me because, ain't you from the ghetto?
Yes, lived in the project.
And he act like he don't know nothing about black people.
Mm-hmm. Like he ain't black.
Oh, my God.
But you know how some black people are. They get a little position. They climb up that ladder of success. And they forget where they came from.
Well, clearly he is forgetting. So, Ben Carson is proposing increases. Now listen up, people, because if it doesn't affect you, it surely does affect people we know.
Right.
So he is proposing increasing the amount that you pay for rent if you're on Section 8. Mm-hmm. If you're on a federal housing subsidy, which is Section 8.
Right.
Right now you pay 30% of your income, regardless of what your income is. But in some places, they have a cap on that. So you pay 30% of your income but because your income is so low, the most you'll pay is $50. So his proposal increases the 30% to 35%. It increases the cap from $50 to $150. And it proposes that everyone who is on federal subsidized housing has to work at least 15 hours a week at least the minimum wage rate.
Right. So is Ben Carson going to
Find these
turn
people
around
jobs?
and find these people jobs?
Okay.
These minimum wage jobs that he speaks
First,
about?
now, we can't get into the minimum wage debate right now because you know how I feel about that bullshit. But first of all, I want to say that the disabled and seniors are exempt from this new proposal.
Okay. And that makes it so much better.
It helps a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to be real. Minimum wage jobs, like what are they? Like, are they McDonald's and a gas station? Well, some people pump their own gas, so they don't even have to worry about that. But whatever these minimum wage jobs are, like, I really don't want to be seeing Pookie and them at the place, like, all the time.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And does he have jobs lined up for these people who have to work these 15 hours? And, you know, do bosses want to deal with these people?
People?
I'm just saying, some people are not suitable for the workplace. That's number one. Number one is no jobs out there. Number one is there's no jobs. Where are the jobs? Because there's people with degrees that can't find jobs.
Right.
That are working minimum wage jobs because they can't find jobs.
Right.
So that's number one. Where are the jobs?
Right. And he's not going to give people jobs.
Or create them.
Right. Not to mention the fact that it was just known that, what is his name? Sean Hannity. You know, the guy that's on the Fox News. Right. He just they just came out that he received millions. No, he received HUD help on multi-million-dollar properties. Right. So my thing is that if you have Sean Hannity, I hope I'm saying his name right, but if I'm not, who gives a shit? Right. He's out here getting HUD help for multi-million-dollar properties, but then you want people who obviously need the help to pay more money to be on HUD. Ben Carson is a nut. He showed that it's amazing that he's such a genius in medicine and such a nut in the rest of his life.
Yeah, like, stick to medicine, Ben.
Yeah.
Fuck out here. So, okay, let's talk about this promposal.
Oh, my goodness.
Well,
so tell them what the promposal was, because everybody may not know.
So, if you live under a rock or you don't have Twitter, well, you know, promposals are popular now, like, which I think are ridiculous.
Yeah, because the kids go way out.
They just go way out asking people to prom, like, bitch, you've been with her since middle school. You know y'all going to the prom. What is going on? Anyway.
And giving them jewelry.
And gifts.
The parents are involved in
like,
this.
It's too much.
You have to pay for the prom and pay for the promposal. It's like gender reveals before baby showers. Yeah, I mean, come on. Give me the gender reveal when I come to your baby shower and it's pink or blue.
Right, in the cake or something. Right. Anyway.
Just,
So he created a sign for his promposal, and his sign said, "If I were black, I would be picking cotton. But since I'm white, I'm picking you for prom."
Yeah, right. It's nothing to say. It's like, what do you say after that?
So, you know, first of all, somebody took the picture. So whoever his friend was, you know, and of course it's all coming out. Oh, he's not racist.
Right.
Even a lawyer from Emory University, he's a law professor from Emory University, says, well, what he said may not have been nice, but he has freedom of speech, which, okay, we have freedom of speech or whatever. But like, for real, little boy, but his parents have come out.
And what did they say?
His parents have come out and apologized, said they did not raise him that way, that, you know, they don't know why, but he really did think it was a joke and it was funny. And I don't know if they are not, because the school didn't say he couldn't come to the prom, but the parents said he will not be attending prom, he will not be attending graduation, and he may not attend the last 2 weeks of school.
Well, good for the parents that they even stepped up and addressed this, especially, getting in front of it before it got out of hand. The thing about it is that you can raise your kids up to be certain kinds of way. We don't know what these parents are raising their children up. They say that they're not raising them up to be racist, but something took a left turn and he went racist somewhere. And for the professor at Emory University, you have to be careful who are teaching these children out here, because for you to say something like that is freedom of speech. That has nothing to do with freedom of speech. It was a poor choice that he made and that he shouldn't have made. It's not about freedom of speech. I mean, it's about thought. You didn't think when you did it. He probably goes to a lily white school. He thought everything was okay with it. And he did something that was stupid. And again, I mean, like, we don't know what his parents is teaching him, but at least they had enough sense to come out and say, we didn't teach, we didn't raise him that way, and no, he's not going to prom. So your little dumbass sat down and you thought that you was being all clever and you made that sign. And then my thing with social media, especially with the children of today on social media,
like
that
they have no filter.
They have no filter, but that they do things for attention so that it can go viral.
Oh, okay.
And so with the promposals, you're sitting back and you're thinking, what can I do to one up? It's just like the proms. When I went to the prom, we got a dress. You thought about your dress. Back in my day, it was the Toni Braxton side Unbreak My Heart with your side stomach out dress. Everybody wanted that. That's what you was thinking of. You wasn't thinking about proposing to nobody to come to the prom. You was just thinking about, what am I going to wear to show these bitches off? Right. Now they got people coming out of, coming out of coffins because you want to just.
You killing them at the prom. That's the dumbest shit I ever seen
you
in my life.
bringing signs that said something about picking cotton,
It's too much. But this was my thing. This is my thing with the promposal. And the parents said he can't go. Who gonna take that girl to the prom?
Who cares?
I mean, she didn't do it.
She didn't do it, but she probably was laughing at it like, oh my God, that was so cute. You took all day to come up with that. Because I'm assuming that's what her voice sounds like.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, that was my white girl voice.
Okay, what about Trump, Kanye, and Kim? And I can't even believe I'm bringing this up because I can't stand him.
Well, know what?
None of them. Really.
You know how I felt about the Kardashians. Tell me what happened again. Because, I've been out of the loop this week a little bit.
So, Kanye act like 45 is like his BFF, whatever. So, they was getting together or whatever, and he was on Twitter. So I guess Twitter was coming down on Kanye, and Kim
was coming down. Let me interrupt you. They were coming down on Kanye for good reasons. Kanye.
Well, I didn't say it wasn't good reasons.
Okay.
They just were coming down on them.
Yeah, but they were coming down on him because he was out here tweeting some nonsense.
Right.
Talking about a black woman. I can't even call her name. And it's not that I can't call her name. It's that I'm not calling her name. But she's one of those political pundits, and she, is like a Stacey Dash-esque who is giving all of these, she's shucking and jiving for the people. She's coming out and she's saying all of these things against black people, and they are very racially motivated and saying that black people are ghetto and trash and whatever else. And Kanye said, oh, I like the way that she thinks. What? Kanye West? Kanye West is clearly getting ready to come out with an album. That's why he's up to all of this bullshit. Because you ain't heard from Kanye West in I don't know how long. He was in Wyoming somewhere with blonde hair. Kanye, get out of the sunken place. Get out of the sunken place, please. I used to really like you on College Dropout, and you just changed. And how you go from Bush hates black people to now you best friends with 45. He hated black people because of Hurricane Katrina, because of the response that he gave to Hurricane Katrina. But now you besties with 45, who is clearly coming out and saying all kinds of racial, who took out a damn ad in the newspaper, in the Daily News, for the Central Park 5. They were found not guilty, and his ass never even apologized. But that's your best friend. But anyway, continue with your topic. I'm sorry, because I could go on a rant. I'm so sorry.
Clearly, because I was just about to say, for somebody who's out of the loop.
Well, I'm in the loop about Kanye.
Well, okay.
But, you know.
Well, the point I was making today was that Kim told Kanye to post on his Twitter that, you know, though he be rubbing elbows with 45, he does not believe or agree with everything he says. And he did it.
Well, of course he was going to do it because his woman made him do it.
That was just the point I was trying to make for who did some shit, because that's the shit that they, you know, that's what they did.
Well, of course he was going to do it. I mean, and he would have been a fool. At the end of the day, he got to have a happy home. So even if he didn't believe it, he was going out and saying it. And the only reason why she made him say it is because she has done so many dumbass things in the past that she don't want people back down her throat. So she made him do that so now he can look like a dumbass and she can look like the great white savior. Oh, I pushed my black husband out there to apologize to you black people because I don't want you black people to feel any kind of way toward my black husband. And now I'm the great white hope. Kim, shut the fuck up. You and Kanye. And 45. Sorry. Okay. What else we got? I'm sorry.
So, the last who did some shit kind of brings us into our topic, don't you think?
Yeah, it does. Our last who did some shit is a doozy. Listen, you know we talking side chicks today. Our last who did some shit, it was this woman, right, that called into the Frank and Wanda show on V103 in Atlanta. She called into the show. She talked about how she was seeing this man.
Y'all gonna see her real soon on the next episode of Snatch.
Yeah. She was in a relationship with this man for 3 years. This man is married, has a child, and then he decided after 3 years of seeing this woman that he no longer wants to be in a relationship, and I use that in quotations.
Well, he didn't say that. She was saying that she's about to tell him, like, look, it's about to be me and you.
No, but on the clip, she says he decided that he wanted to end the relationship. As a matter of fact, before we even dive into it, let's play the clip. Let's play the clip. Let you hear it.
Let's play the clip. What's that from? Hollywood Shuffle. Sneaking in the movies.
So here's the clip for you guys.
Damn.
He decided that he didn't want to be with me no more.
What's the problem?
The problem is that I've been waiting on him to divorce his wife for 3 years.
Ooh.
We've been together for 3 years. I mean, I guess people could say I'm like his side chick or whatever.
Mistress.
But that's my man. That's my man. He takes care of me. He has paid for stuff for me. I've been on trips with him. I mean, this man is an executive at a company here in Atlanta. He was having problems. Him and his wife, they not really doing it. And so we've been together. He told me that he was going to leave his wife. We were going to be together. And now he's talking about he don't want to be with me. And I'm not having it. Now, I was going to go to the AJC. I was going to blast him out on social media. But, you know, I figured I would do this first.
So you've been the mistress of an Atlanta executive at a popular company here in the city. And for 3 years, you were the mistress. And now he's deciding he doesn't want to do this. But why do you want to blast him? I don't understand.
Because I'm hurt, Frank. Like 3 years, I've been waiting on this man to do what he said he was going to do. I love him. I've been the wife. I have been his wife. I have been the one that is taking care of his needs. I have been the one that have been on trips for him. I've done stuff for him. I have done stuff with him. Like, I am the wife, and I'm not having it. You're just not going to leave me,
Wait a minute,
Bria,
Bria, you're not the wife.
I mean, not on paper, but I basically do all the things that the wife is supposed to do. I'm there for him. I listen to him when he have a bad day. When he needs whatever, I'm there for him. I am the wife. As far as I'm concerned, he just needs to get rid of her and make this thing and do what he said he was going to do and make this thing right.
But I don't understand why you want to go to the paper. Come on.
Because he's just not leaving me. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
What do you mean he's just not leaving you?
I have been loyal to this man, and he is going to keep his word. Okay? He's going to keep his word, period. Okay? That's why. Because he's going to keep his word. I have been everything for him. I have given up. I have not worked. I have given up my whole life for this man because he promised me. And so now he's talking about he want to work things out with his wife? No, you're going to work things out with me, and I'm not playing.
I just don't understand, like, at what point didn't you realize, like, you are the side chick, and that's it?
No, we connected. We have a connection. We 3 years? That's not a side chick. We are in a relationship. 3 years? No.
Do you know his wife?
Yeah, I know his wife. I've gotten to know her. I go to the same place she get her hair done. I make sure that when she's there, I'm there. And as a matter of fact, she just signed up for this new yoga Pilates class. I signed up for the class too. So I know everything. I know how she moves, where she go get her hair done, where she get her nails done. I know everything.
Does she know who you are?
No.
Does he have kids?
He has a child.
So why would you do that to the child?
Why would he do this to me? Frank, I've been so stressed out. I'm late for my period. I might be pregnant. I don't even know what's going to happen right now. So he might have another one. And he going to take care of me like he said he's going to. He going to do what he said he going to do. Period.
I'm sick. Down.
So you can see from the clip, she is clearly
Crazy.
It's not even about her being a side chick at this point. It's really about her being crazy.
Yeah,
she's turning into it. Well, it's about her being a side chick because her being a side chick is what brought her to this point.
No, she was a nut. And then nuts don't need to be side chicks because they do nut shit.
Yeah, but he was a nut because he chose the nut.
No, but she was a nut. Like, she was really crazy. Like, if it wasn't this situation, another situation would have brought out the nut in her. She's crazy. Yes.
Right. And you know what? We're saying nut a lot and crazy, and we don't want to offend the mentally ill.
We ain't talking about the mentally ill. We talk about nuts.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Yeah,
okay.
Because she's a nut. You can hear it all in her voice.
Well, that's true. Well, you know what, nut girl, let's get into. Look. I just think when I listen to that,
goodness.
no, listen, when I listened to that clip, I was so dumbfounded. You sent it to me and I was listening to it and my whole time I was at the nail salon getting a pedicure and my mouth was hanging open. And the girl that was doing my nails, she was like, "What's wrong?" And I was like, "Nothing." You know, I just couldn't believe what she was saying. You go to the same hairdresser as this man's wife.
She's a stalker and a nut.
Yeah. You go to the same Pilates class as this man's wife. And more so who I'm mad at is not the woman for turning into the nut that she already was. You know, I'm more so mad at the man, of course, because the man is the one that took the vows and the man is the one who has his wife walking around like a dumbass. You got this woman amongst your wife in the same hairdresser. And yes, I say he has her there because you're sleeping with her. You're having a relationship with her. You don't want this woman to work. You taking care of her financially. You taking money out the home. The whole shebang.
How do we know she doesn't work?
She said that he stopped her from working.
Oh. I need to listen to the clip again.
Yeah, you obviously do because she said that. Mm-hmm. She said he's been taking care of me for 3 years. I've been on trips with this man. I've been out with I don't know. She said she's been out with his friends.
You talking about the side chick? I thought you was talking about the wife.
No, I'm talking about the side chick. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about the side chick. It's all about the side chick. The wife doesn't even know what's going on.
Exactly.
At this point, well, she will soon. As soon as she hears that damn interview, she'll know. How many executives do you know that goes to Taylor's beauty salon on Tuesdays at 4 and it's a woman amongst you laughing and joking with you? She done probably befriended this girl and everything. Well, you know what?
At the gym, like, you look good, girl.
Yeah.
Girl, you're slimming
working
down.
out next to her. You want to be partners in this class today?
Like, what was that movie? Brown Sugar. Like Brown Sugar with Nicole Ari Parker. So now Lathan was at the gym and she all mad. That's a shame.
Listen, that brings us to our topic. Let's get into this 10 biggest lies side chicks are living.
10 biggest lies side chicks are living. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Is this in any specific order?
Nope.
Okay. So
they all add up. They all add up to bad. So it doesn't matter if it's number 10. If you're number 10, you're living a lie at number 10, or you're living a lie at number 1. It doesn't matter.
Really
you're living a lie.
Because they really do believe in this. They believe in this stuff. So, lie number 1. You get all the benefits and none of the bullshit. Lie.
Definitely a lie. That's definitely a lie. First of all, dealing with somebody, no matter what, if you're a side chick, if you're the quote unquote main chick, if you're the wife, if you're whoever,
right,
you get the bullshit, because relationships of any kind, even if it's just sex, it comes with bullshit.
Exactly. Brothers and sisters, bullshit. You know what I mean? Cousins and friends, bullshit. It's going to be bullshit.
Right.
So, yeah, that's a lie.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big lie, especially because it's like you get all the benefits. You don't get all of the benefits, though. Like, right, you don't get the benefits. You don't get the benefits of going to Thanksgiving with this man or this woman. You don't get the benefits of going to the 4th of July to see the fireworks. You don't get the benefit of anything. You get the benefit of nothing, which is bullshit.
You don't get benefits. You get a benefit.
What's the benefit? Messing with the person?
I mean, if it's good pipe, that's a benefit. If you ain't getting no pipe.
Yeah, but if you want to be in a relationship, then it doesn't matter if it's good pipe or not. Now, if you in a situation,
if it's good pipe, that's a benefit.
No, it is a benefit. But what I'm saying is, if you want to be in a relationship, it's no benefit to you. If you don't want to be in a relationship and you just in it because, it's just like, well, listen, this is what I'm doing right now. I got a situation. You got a situation. Then it's a benefit because it's benefiting you all the way around. But if you want to be in a relationship, it's not beneficial.
It's not beneficial, period. Right. Lie number 2. You're not the one he's lying to.
Lie. Yeah.
That's a lie. He's not only lying to his wife or significant other, he's lying to you too.
Yeah.
Because you have this fairy tale in your head and he's feeding the fairy tale and it's a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, and you know how women are. Like, yes, I'm a woman and I'm saying this. Women will tell you everything. So it's like you'll tell you everything you're not getting, everything you want. You don't make them work for it. And all they do is just listen to everything you're not getting or everything you want. And then they do that, And so, of course, he's lying to you. He's lying to himself as well. Know why he lying to himself? Because he thinks that he's the man and he's happy in all of these situations. And in reality, he ain't. People that cheat a lot all the time, that have different relationships, they really suffer from low self-esteem. If you never heard that, let me be the first person to tell you. Even though we know that men and women can go out and just have another, have sex or whatever and come home like it ain't nothing. I mean, it happens.
Yeah, I tell, I know a few womanizers. Mm-hmm. And I tell them all the time, they be like, I just love women. And I'm like, you can't love women and disrespect them all the time the way you do. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? He don't have a side chick. He got like a harem and nobody knows about nobody. You know what I mean? And just be living it. Like,
really?
That's what they do. Yeah, but
he's doing it up. Well, and I think that that's also a lie. That might be something. A lie. Wait, no, that might be what I'm getting ready to say. That might be something that you'll get into in the 10 biggest things, but that the people don't know. I think that's a lie too. Yeah. Eventually, you might not know in the beginning, but eventually you know.
If you got half of a gnat's brain,
you know.
You know.
Well, go ahead.
Lie number 3. You don't have to pretend to be interested in anything.
Lie. That's definitely a lie.
That's the main reason they with you.
Exactly. You have to be interested in every single thing. At home, the person is not getting what they need. And not saying that you are just going out to cheat because you're not getting what you need. But let's just say you develop a relationship with somebody else. you have to be interested in what they're doing because, like, let's say a man and a woman, his wife is busy. She got the kids, she got work, she got you, she got the house, she trying to balance bills, she trying to do everything. So when you come home talking about this new project that you got, she might give you a half of like, oh, babe, that's nice. But when you go to the side chick, she is like, you gotta be interested in everything. You gotta be like, oh my God, that's so great. You're so wonderful. You gotta feed that ego. Let me tell you something. It's work being a woman dealing with a man, period. It's work. But when you a side chick, it's extra work. And for side chicks that's out there that's living a lie, thinking that you not putting in that hard work, honey, you putting in double the work because that ego needs to be stroked. That's why he over there.
Exactly.
You treating him like a king.
Exactly.
You stroking that ego. You telling him everything he want to hear because you trying to get something from him just like he trying to get something from you. So that's the damn sure lie.
All right. The next lie. He's always coming to you.
Lie. he can't always be coming to you because earlier I said you ain't going to Thanksgiving, Valentine's, Easter, St. Patrick's Day, Cinco de Mayo, you know, nothing on the time where he's supposed to be coming over your house, but the kids got a recital and he had to change plans. You got to buck up and take it. On the time that, you know, he's supposed to be doing something with you, but he got to take the wife to get the foot procedure. You gotta, you know, it is what it is. He's not always coming to you. And it's a lie that women feed to themselves like, oh, he always coming to me.
Not just that.
No, he ain't.
Not just that. He'll be like, baby, I gotta go such and such. And you be like, I'll go over there. I'll meet you. He be like, nah.
Nah, because you know what? I had told Kenny I was going to help him change his tire, and he don't really like a lot of people around. You wear that strong perfume. If you get in the car, his wife going to be tripping. You know, it's a million excuses.
Exactly.
So he ain't always coming to you, sweetie.
No. Lie number 5. You don't have to worry about where he's going.
Lie.
Yes, is always worried about
where he going.
When he ain't with you always like, oh, where he at? What he doing? Where he at? Because he don't even do this with his wife. And those are the ones that get on my nerves the worst. I think that's the one thing. And I mean, if you my friend, if I know you, if I hear you talking in the waiting room and you say some bullshit like, they just live together. They ain't doing nothing. They ain't, if you, what?
Let me tell you something. The last time I heard, we just live together. We don't even do nothing. I was on the 5th floor of the hospital and I had double pneumonia, and the girl was on the 7th floor of the hospital and she was having a baby. So one thing's for certain and two things for sure. That was one of my situationships when I was in something and he was in something and we was just in something together. But that needs to be in here nor there because I ain't trying to put all my business out there. But that was my past life. You know, I'm changed now. I told you I'm trying to get me a boyfriend. But listen, during that time, and I surely didn't think that he wasn't doing anything. And I used to tell him all the time, why do you feel the need to have to lie? Like, I don't lie about nothing I'm doing with my dude. When I'm going, I'm going. When I ain't with you, I'm not with you. And when I'm with you, I'm with you. Like, focus on that. You don't have to lie. And the fact that she was on the 7th floor and I was on the 5th floor of the same hospital at the same time, you know, just proved that, you know.
Right.
So no, you're always worried about where he's going.
Always.
I mean, always, especially because even if a person says he with me every day. First of all, he's not with you every day.
Exactly.
If he's going home, because believe me, he's going home. Whether he's staying until wee hours of the morning, he's still getting up and he's going home. You're worried about where he's going when he is going home, especially if you're a side chick that knows, you know, what's going on. Now, if you're a side chick and you have no idea about what's going on, like this man lured you into this situation and you didn't know, and then, you know, time down the line, you found out that he was married or had a significant other, that's different. You know what I'm saying? But for the people who know, you always worried about where he going, sis.
Always. Lie number 6. You never have to worry about looking good when you wake up. Lie. I mean, you the side chick. You can't be out looking like a rug. He come to you because he don't want to see no do-rag. He don't want to see, like, come on.
You
like,
always got to be on point.
Yes.
You always have to be worried about what you're doing.
And side chicks feel that. They feel that. They be like, let me get, like, they could be around the house. They be fully garbed. Like, putting a full face, full hair, outfit, everything,
I mean,
going
at
nowhere.
the end of the day, I'm coming to you for spice, for sex, for, just even for a shoulder to listen, because you might have a significant other at home that doesn't listen. I could be coming to you for a lot of things, but you have to fulfill those things, and look in a certain kind of way is one of those things. A lot of men, even if their woman looks away, and they keep themselves up, the hair done, nails done, come to bed looking nice, the whole shebang, the other woman is fulfilling something, in them. And so, yes, you have to worry about your looks, what you looking like, keeping your body tight. Again, people, it takes a lot of work to be a side chick. It's a lot of work.
Yes. Don't fall into the lie.
Don't fall into the, I reap all the benefits and don't have to do none of the work. Yes, you do.
Yes. The next lie ties into lie number 5. It says, you never have to worry or care about what he's doing. Lie. Lie. First of all, and this is the main reason I can't be a side chick, because my biggest thing is like diseases.
Yeah.
I'm like, once you get in the car, and I don't care who you are, I don't project this, I hope, in my relationships. And I don't think I do, because people tell me like, oh, I never got that from you, because but I don't trust anybody. Like, once you get in your car and turn around the corner, I'm thinking you picking up a bitch on the block. Like, I mean like far fetched. Yes. Because, and that's why I could never, ever, ever, ever be with a cheater, because, and I know it has a lot to do with my work. And I started this work when I was very young, like I was a teenager. So, and I'm just looking at people's situations and how they got into these situations, and I'm like, I can't do it. So, and side chicks, they want to know if the crease in his pants is too crisp, they like, oh, you just got dressed? Like, anything. Yeah, that's just
you definitely always have to worry about what he's doing. I mean, it's just a reality. You have to worry about what he's doing, because you're always analyzing what he's not doing when he's not with you.
Always.
And you know that he's not with you as much as you want him to be with you. And so because he's not with you as much as you want him to be with you, you have a lot of time on your hands to try to figure out what it is that he's doing. Hence the clip that we played. The woman is like following around his wife, going to places that she's going. She's stalking out the situation. She's like, and then when she was like, I know everything about her. I know everything that he's doing. I know everything. It's like
nut.
Yeah, but it goes back to, like you said, you always have to be worried about what he's doing.
Yes.
Next.
Lie number 8. It's on your terms. Lie. And that's like the biggest lie.
The biggest one.
It's because everything, if you're the side chick, everything revolves around what he wants to do. Yeah. You think you making demands and ultimatums and all that stuff. He like, what?
Yeah. And that's when this famous line comes out. No matter what, this famous line always comes out. You know what this was.
Right.
Yeah,
why are you tripping?
Right. Oh, now you want to change things?
Right.
Nothing is ever on your terms. You have no win in it. It's nothing on your terms. The lady on the video, on the clip, that we played, she proved that nothing is on your terms. You've been messing with this man 3 years. You quit your job. You've been going on secret vacations with him, because it wasn't no out in the open vacations. And if you had been around his friends, you've been around his friends that dogs themselves,
right?
So they don't care if you were around them, because if you was around one of your friends who was committed, he would pull you up on your bullshit. Like, yo, what's up? And that's something else. And this is off topic, but on topic. Men and women, bring your friends up on their bullshit.
Yes.
When you know that a person is not doing what they're supposed to be doing, you bring a person up on their bullshit. No, you ain't got to step in their business, and you ain't got to be all up, but you don't have to condone it either. You know what I'm saying? You can say, yo, you're wrong for that. The person could take it for what they take it for, but you could say, something to them. So no, side chicks, nothing is ever on your terms. Everything is on his terms. No matter if you think you got the upper hand, no matter if you getting your bills paid, you getting vacations, you nothing is on your terms. Not anything. Everything revolves around him. You gotta go on vacation when he say. Yep. Not when you say.
You
not when
see
you
him
like.
when he say.
Right. You have
you
to have sex with him when he say.
Exactly.
You have to do everything. That's why I said it's a lot of work being a side chick.
This one's gonna blow your mind. Are you sitting down?
Go ahead.
Number 9. Men. It says men won't risk cheating on their wife or girlfriend with an ugly chick. So being a side chick is an automatic ego boost. Lie.
That's definitely a lie.
I mean, definitely a lie.
If nobody told you today, let We Did That Shit be the first to tell you. Men cheat down. Men never cheat up.
Down. They need somebody to make them feel better about themselves. And even if she is, and I'm not saying that all side chicks is ugly, you know, they got banging bodies or they pretty or whatever, they got low self-esteem because it's something about her that makes him feel better as a man.
And again, men cheat down. No man is let me tell you something. Out of 100 men, if you polled 100 men, 90 of them with the side chick is going to have a woman that is not on the level that they feel that their woman is on. They're always going to have the woman who has less education, less beauty, less something. Women, we try to cheat up.
Right.
You know, you look for a man that got something else than your man.
Right.
You look for a man that got more money, more clout, more, you know, anything. What men, they definitely cheat down. And let me tell you something. If you're cheating on me, you always cheating down any damn way.
Word, because, you know.
And that's just the bottom line. Yeah. But historically, men cheat down.
I mean, look at Tiger Woods.
Every Waffle House waitress in the world. And no shade to Waffle House waitress, because you got to do what you got to do to make a living. It's nothing wrong with it. However, the bottom of the barrel trash that he was dating, as opposed to who he had access to, was totally different. And so, again, historically, men cheat down. Look at how Monica Lewinsky sucking Bill Clinton's in the White House. And I mean, you had Hillary, even though Hillary, man looking ass, that's not the point though. The level that Hillary was on, you know. I mean, come on, she ran for president, you know.
They do cheat down. They don't know what to do. So it is not an ego boost. And if you a side chick, you might want to take a little second look at yourself. Yeah. Get yourself together. All right. And the 10th lie side chicks live is there won't be a breakup. Lie.
Listen, all of the things come to an end. And let me tell you this.
Yes.
You have had people who have been side chicks. I mean, have had full-fledged families on the other side of town. You know, full-fledged families. But it all comes to an end at one point or another. Right. Like at one of these points, even if it's 20 years down the line, that man is going to be like, I'm going to go on home now. Right. You know, they always go home. Again, we're referencing the clip. You've been with this man 3 years. 3 years this man then told you all of this cookie crunch shit. You ain't gotta work. I'ma take care of you. It's gonna be me and you. We gonna have a baby. It's all about us. And now after 3 years of your life, 3 years that you have sacrificed for this man, and you waited and waited and waited and waited. Now he comes to you and says, hey, you know what? I don't think that all of that stuff that I told you for the last 3 years, I'm going to be able to do. Come on. I mean, it all comes to an end. There's always a breakup.
Always a breakup. So no shade with side chicks. You know, no shade. But, you know, if you got a side chick or a side dude, Spring has sprung. Get it together. Get them in check. Cuffing season is over. They trying to be out here blooming. They trying to be out here like pretty flowers, like show me off.
Right.
You know what I mean? We've been
now they want to come
fertilizing.
outside. In the winter,
Get it
they was
together.
they was hibernating. It was okay to chill in the house, you know, lay up, cook you a good meal.
Yes.
It was all cool. Now they want to sit out the outside cafes, you know, put on their pretty dresses. They've been shopping all winter online,
Yes.
you know, for probably
They
with your
ready.
credit card if they're smart.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, get your stuff in order. And if you a side chick and you don't mind being a side chick, you know, that's on you. I'm not judging. Just don't live the lies, Bill. Don't live the lies.
Don't.
You know, free yourself if that's what you choose to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I
Not
would
my
respect a
thing.
side chick more if they was just like, you know what? Again, I don't want to put my business on Front Street, but when I was out there living that life, you know, it was like, well, this is what I'm doing, and it was cool. I mean, again, we both had situations. It was like, all right, this is what it is. It was no delusions, nothing delusional going on. It was like, this is what it is. So don't be delusional.
Right. So speaking of delusional,
Oh.
how about Tory Hart?
Oh, Tori, look at you. You came up in the podcast. What did she do?
You know, she was all on the interview at BET talking about, you know, if you can afford it, go ahead and have another wife. If you want to do it, do it. She thinks that most women will probably deal with it, but you just got to be upfront about it. She talking about having a side chick or another wife, you know, and she talk about, I appreciate a good side bitch because these days I don't feel like doing stuff like, oh, I don't feel like, you know, fellatio. She can do it. I don't feel like cooking. She can do it. Well, let me tell you something, Tori. First of all, when it was you ain't like it.
Yeah.
That's number one. When it
If
was,
that was the case, you could still be married to Kevin Hart and he could have a Nico and y'all could be living one big
Exactly.
happy life. Because
Exactly.
allegedly she was the side chick. So,
and it's not because he lied about it. You know what I mean? Because when it was you ain't like it. That's
Right.
right. That's number one. Number two, side chicks, you know, they get it from where side chicks do it anyway. They do the fellatio anyway. They do the cooking anyway.
Right.
You know, the ninja eat 2 meals. He get it in 2 and 3 times a day, whatever. They do that anyway. So
Right.
like, you tired. See, come on now. Come on
And
now,
just
Tory
be
Hart.
realistic, Tory Hart, because again, you were in the same situation. You have come out on plenty of interviews prior to this one and said that Kevin Hart cheated on you with his current wife, Aniko Hart. And so if that was the case, then you should have taken your own advice, and maybe in the future, if you get married again, you will, and you'll be happy with it, because again, that side chick is taking some of the burden off of you. But you sound like, to me, from what your
Goofy.
past experience was and what you're saying now, it doesn't add up, and you sound like you live in a lie. So free yourself too.
Free yourself, Tori. All right. I think that wraps it up.
It does wrap it up. I mean, that was a good topic.
Yes.
I hope that y'all side chicks that's listening to it, again, we ain't judging you know.
Right.
But stop living a lie. Just be real with yourself. If that's what you doing, claim that shit and be like, yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Don't live the lie. That's right.
Well, you know what? For the last couple of weeks, we have not done our personal journals. And from what I understand, people
Yes.
was missing the
Our
personal
personal
journals.
journals.
They like, we want to know what's going on with you. Right. So let's
Right.
get into our personal journals for this week.
Okay, well, my personal journal for this week is still April. It's the last day of April, but it's still April. So my personal journal for this week is about autism awareness.
Yes.
You know, I hope that everyone enjoyed the information that we tried to put out about autism awareness. You know, there are a lot of children who are affected and families who are affected by autism. And, you know, the more we know, the better, especially for the person who is affected. People have, you know, commented and, you know, called me, you know, posted things on social media. And I really do appreciate that. So I appreciate our guests, both Dave and Tara, for coming on and sharing their experiences. And
Yes, thank you.
I just want to say that talking to Tara last week, it really showed me that awareness is important. A lot of people don't know. Just a couple weeks ago, I met another young lady who has a son. He's 5 years old. He's autistic. I met her in the store, and he was having a little episode. And you know how, and I say this all the time, autism goes against everything black mother. Like, we don't give our children options. We don't explain nothing. You better get up off that floor, But autism, it just takes us out of our comfort zone. And so sometimes people look at you when you're out and they judge and things like that. And her son was having an episode, and I got down on the floor and I sat with him. And she was looking at me or whatever. And I asked her, I said, is he autistic? And she said yes. And I said, how old is he? She said 5. I said, where does he go to school? And she said he doesn't go to school. He can't start kindergarten until September. Wow. And I said, well, how do you know he's autistic? And she said, no, he was diagnosed by a neurologist. She went to the doctor and went to the neurologist. But this baby was diagnosed and she was given no direction, no follow-up, no nothing. He just sees his doctor and that neurologist. Wow. And he's already 5. Wow. And
we know early intervention is
the key.
Huge.
It's very, very big. And so I gave her my number and I told her, if you need anything, because I'm an advocate, and she was a young mom and she had another daughter. I think she was 4. Wow. And she called me. And so in 2 weeks, I've linked her with services. He has in-home services now. We're about to register him for school.
Oh, nice.
She
look at you.
I know, but
doing that shit.
I just couldn't. But I felt so bad for her. And I saw her today, and he kicks his shoes off all the time, and she gets upset. I said, look, there's some battles we don't want to, it doesn't even matter. Right. Spring is here. I don't care. Because you know how these young moms, they want them kids to look cute and all this stuff. You know what I mean? He had on Jordans and whatever. I said, he don't like them. It's spring. Get him some flip-flops. He can flip-flop right on in and out of them. You know what I mean? In the wintertime, his feet will be cold. He'll want the sneakers. Don't worry about those things. She was like, because he always taking them off. And this is what's going to happen. So you have to do things to let them know that what they're doing, it's not bad. They have sensory issues. So I just like to say that if you need services in your area, Autism Speaks is a national organization. You can go on their website, autismspeaks.org, put in your zip code and find services in your area. Feel free to reach out to me. I'll help in any way I can. If you need services or you know someone that needs services or something. And I just want to say that my son will be 24 years old in June. I really can't believe it.
Me either.
I mean, he's about to be older than me next year. I don't even know what's going on.
He's older than me already.
You know what I'm saying? And next weekend, we're going apartment hunting.
I don't even know how to feel about this.
I'm not ready. My son is going to have a bachelor pad.
Yeah.
What is going on in this universe?
And won't be letting us in.
I know. I definitely got to get a key made. He probably going to get the locks changed.
You're right.
I don't even know what to do. But that's my personal journal for today. Autism Awareness. My baby might be moving out. I don't know how to feel.
Keep us posted on that.
I will, because Jiggy, it's a wonder-filled world, and every day with him is just an adventure. So, here we go.
Well, thanks. I mean, definitely keep me posted. I'm feeling some type of way. Like, I don't know about this. I have told you how I feel about this, and I don't know. I don't know if I'm liking this one bit, but we'll see how it goes. But my personal journal for this week is about faith. Yeah, my personal journal this week is about faith. My faith is being tested right now, and it's like I know that I have faith in God, but I don't know how to relinquish control to him to say, I know you got it, and I know you have me, and I know you have my mom, and the family, and that we'll be okay. I don't know how to be okay with that. And so I'm struggling with my faith a lot, because it's like, how can you say that you believe, but then you won't let me prove to you that I can handle all things as I've said to you, and so
done for you.
Yeah. And you pointed it out to me. You have to think about all of the times that he has come through.
That's right.
And he has time and time and time and time and time again. And I'm sure we'll continue to, and anything that's put in front of us, we'll be able to face. But, this week I had a little breakdown because my mom was sick. And, I have a fear of just losing my mom, of course. And just when she gets sick, I don't know, the more and more, the older I get, it's just becoming more and more overwhelming. I think it's because of reality that she's getting older, I'm getting older, things change, life changes. But, I have to get out of my own way. Mm-hmm. Let the control go. Mm-hmm. It's hard because I control everything else in my life.
Yeah, and you're so used to being in charge and in control.
Yeah,
right.
And so with things like this that come up that you are unexpected and you don't know is going to happen, just not having that control is hard. So my personal journal for this week is really to pray more and try to be faithful and to his word, because he said it time and time again that he will, pull me through it. And, it's like we were talking about the lady who said that Steve Harvey told her any test is a testimony. I didn't know, again, I didn't know Steve Harvey was the person that said that, but we gonna go with it. And so, any test is a testimony. And so that's my personal journal for this week. Just, keep me in your thoughts and families in your prayers, my family in your prayers, and we'll get through it. We'll see what happens. But that's what I'm going through, and that's where good. I'm at with it.
Keep the faith. God's track record is still infinity to 0. Mm-hmm. He's never lost a case. Mm-hmm. So that's a great personal journal.
Yeah. So listen, we're going to go ahead and get out of here for this week. We hope that you enjoyed the show. We hope that you enjoyed our topic. Again, it's the 10 biggest lies that the side chicks is out here living. Stop living these lies. And, I'm going to do the spill like I always do. Follow us on all social media platforms. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at We Did That Shit. Again, it's one word. Don't forget us. It's We Did That Shit on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Anything that you have that you want us to talk about, send us an email. Let us know how you liking the show, you not liking the show. If you think we need to change some things, if you just want to give us a big shout out, send us an email. We did that shit at gmail.com. Again, it's one word. We did that shit at gmail.com. You can always follow me on my personal Twitter at my13. That's MYMY13.
And I'm at Bibbi Amina. That's BIBBIAMINA.
So follow us, follow the show. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and rate the show. Leave us some comments. But most of all, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell some kin to listen to us. And we'll be here at the same time next week.
Remember, be great this week. Do that shit.
We Did That Shit podcast is produced and edited by Selena Singleton and brought to you by Wonderful Me Media. Wonderful Me Media. What's wonderful about you?